Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter devises a scheme to seize control of Forrester, while Elektra's stalker is pursuing her. Eric informs Ridge and Steffy in the main office that he requested them to manage his company with him, but he is uncomfortable terminating Hope. Ridge reminds him that her line has been malfunctioning for some time. That's not the point of this, according to Eric. Hope's relatives had lived there for many years. Steffy claims that after what she did, she had no other option. According to Eric, she says it was an accident. Steffy does not believe it. She played with Thomas first, and now she wants to have a relationship with her husband. I just feel bad for Hope's next unfortunate man. Hope and Carter gripe about Steffy and Ridge throwing her out in their cabin. Carter promises that he will always stand up for her. But how do we stop them, says Hope. A light bulb goes off as Carter shakes his head. I have a thought. What? She asks. I know exactly what we're going to do, he assures her. Ivy tells Elektra to concentrate on Will and having fun in the design office. Elektra is afraid of fleeing while keeping a big secret. She has nothing to be ashamed of, Ivy assures her. What if people catch on, wonders Elektra. Ivy claims that they won't. What happens if Will discovers out? Elektra wonders. Will he think the same of me? Elektra B&B. Zend wants to pitch Hope for the future once more in the main office. Steffy assures him that it won't happen. For the future, the answer is no. Zend is adamant that the spring collection will succeed. Ridge assures him that it has nothing to do with him as a designer. Eric does not want him to lose hope. It's not you, Steffy says. It's Hope. Carter opens his briefcase when he gets to Hope's spot at the cabin. He claims that Ridge urged him to concentrate on his work and create a new Forrester LLC. Hope points out that's a requirement of his position. Carter attests to it. Hope finds his intense concern for everything to be seductive. What's the LLC involved in, she asks. According to Carter, this might be the solution to all problems. They have no clue, said Ridge and Steffy, placing it directly in their hands. Carter informs Hope in her cabin that she has not finished her work at Forrester. How, she asks. Carter presents her the certificate outlining the LLC's management structure. That is, who is in charge. So whatever name gets down there in charge of Forrester Creations, thinks Hope. Carter informs her that they never review these kinds of materials. They will simply sign it when he fills it out. Hope summarizes that Forrester Creations is run by the LLC's manager. Yes, as long as they sign it, Carter answers. Hope understands that he is discussing acquiring Forrester Creations. Carter Walton, CEO, does have a nice ring to it, she remarks. We could run it together, he says to her. They share a kiss. Carter is unsure about his ability to trick Ridge and Eric in this way. Hope claims that despite being the company's driving force for so long, he, like the Logans, is unrecognized and undervalued. He is taken for granted by the Forresters, who are allowing Steffy to destroy the business. She does not wish for that to occur. There won't be anyone else to challenge them. Perhaps they should seize the opportunity to make things better. This might be it. This might be our opportunity. Let's get this done. Together, we'll accomplish it. Taking up a pen, Carter signs his name on the paper. Will stops by to have lunch with Bill. He is teased by Bill. Another note from Luna is among the ones Will leaves on the table. How is his work doing? Bill asks. It's been fantastic, Will smiles. Bill comments on Will's puppy dog expression while they eat. It must be a pretty girl, he says, understanding that it has nothing to do with fashion. Will acknowledges that he is in a relationship with a special girl. And she works at the dress farm? Bill asks. She works at Forrester, Will moans. Is it Pam? Asks Bill. Her name is Electra, Will informs his frustrated father. Forrester, Electra. You're dating a Forrester? Bill says. Ivy tells Electra that her jewelry is extremely special in Forrester's design office. She claims to have heard that a lot recently. Ivy assumes that Will Spencer is the source. Isn't she genuinely falling for that boy? Electra claims that there are no men like Will in her hometown. He has the appearance of a movie star. She is deeply attracted to him. Ivy believes he feels the same way about her. All Electra can hope for is that her past won't get in the way. He asks Will at his house when he will meet his new girlfriend. They're not dating, according to Will. You haven't taken her out yet? Bill exclaims in shock. Why are you waiting? She believes he's a baller since he offers to give him his credit card, the black card. That sort of thing doesn't impress her, and Will knows it. They all are, according to Bill. Will smiles and says he wants to learn everything he can about Electra. Electra is concerned in the design office that Will would reconsider her because of her secret. His perception of her will never be the same. Ivy believes she is overreacting. It's not nothing, according to Electra, it's her future and her existence. Ivy promises to keep her safe. But what if you can't, asks Electra. The jewelry collection is gaining international recognition. What if he notices? What if he discovers me? Electra Ivy B&B. Electra's stalker is in a secret location, grinning to himself as he looks at her on his laptop. Zend is assured by Ridge and Steffi that they would find him a spot at the design office, but Hope is done. Steffi would like not to be called again. Steffi claims that both he and Hope will be alright after Zend files out, and that Hope will find another man to be smitten with. Bill finds the fresh letter from Luna when he is at his house, going through his mail. Bill learns that she is writing all of the letters to herself even though she is only permitted to write one every week. He is the only one who can relate to her and recognizes the harm that comes with growing up in a turbulent environment. She believes they bonded because they have both made regrettable decisions. In prison, such memories are preventing her from going insane. She hopes he misses her as much as she does. He is unlike anyone she has ever encountered. In a flashback, Bill tells her that she will always hold a particular place in his heart. He tries to ignite the missive with the lighter but is unsuccessful. He throws it across the room after balling it up. Luna ponders while sitting on her cot and leaning against the wall in prison. She gets up later and smiles. Electra is in the design office when Will finds her. He claims to have told his father everything about her while he was there. They exchange smiles and kisses. She's a great kisser, Will informs her. She embraces him with her arms. I'm coming to get you, Electra, the stalker says, pointing to Electra's picture on the laptop in his room. Bill receives a letter from Luna, and Carter discovers a gap that would enable him and Hope to take over Forrester. Carter pleaded with Steffi to restore HFTF when Steffi erased Hope from Forrester, but Ridge instructed him to let it go and go out his duties. When Will brings up lunch, Bill is astonished. Will places the mail, which contains a letter from Luna, on the table. He tells his father that the internship is going really well. Bill assumes that a gorgeous girl must be making his son grin while they eat because of the puppy dog expression on his face. Will acknowledges that he has feelings for a female at the dress farm. Is it Pam? Asks Bill. His son understands why he keeps things from him. He is questioned by his father about the girl. It's Electra Forrester, Will acknowledges. To get her out, his father gives him his credit card. Will claims that such things don't impress her. His goal is to learn as much as he can about her. Will's father discovers the letter from Luna after he leaves. He reads it. It states that she is writing him letters, but she is only allowed to send one each week. He is the only one who understands her. They have a strong bond and have both made regrettable decisions. She is kept from going insane by her recollections of him. Bill remembers telling her that she will always hold a special place in his heart. Before he can burn the letter, he stops, crumples it, and discards it. Luna sits in her cell in prison. She smiles as she considers Bill. Ivy makes fun of Elektra for falling for Will in the design office. They discuss his positive vibes, and Elektra hopes that nothing will be ruined by her history. She is reminded by Ivy that they shouldn't concentrate on that. Elektra seems phony, as if she's fled with a big secret. Ivy assures her that she will be protected while she panics. Elektra is concerned that she can't. Her face and name are public knowledge. She wonders, what if he finds me? Will saunters sin after Ivy goes, telling Elektra how much he wants to know about her. Elektra's stalker smiles as he views her photos on the internet. Eric expresses his discomfort with Hope's termination to Ridge and Steffy in the main office. Hope is not an innocent lady, Steffy maintains. All she can do is feel bad for the next unfortunate man she sees. Zend wants to defend Hope's line, so he joins them. Steffy declares, it's nope for the future. They tell him that his work is excellent. This is about Hope, not about him. Her name is not something she wants to hear again. After Zend leaves, Hope will find a new man to be obsessed with, according to Steffy. Hope is told by Carter at the cabin that he dislikes seeing her thrown out like trash. He will always stand up for her because he knows what's right. He suddenly thinks of a way to help Ridge and Steffy. He picks up his briefcase and begins discussing taxes. Hope gets sexy about this. He clarifies that this might be the solution they're seeking. Names for the people in charge of the LLC he is meant to create for tax purposes must be added. He will be in control of Forrester under whatever name he chooses. He is certain that Ridge and Steffy will simply sign the paperwork without reading it. The manager will be in charge of the business. They chuckle as they consider how they could manage the business together. He's not sure he can fool Ride and Eric in this way after they've kissed. She reminds him that his efforts go unappreciated. He's given Logan-like treatment. Hope advises them to take advantage of this opportunity if it presents itself. After naming him as manager on the paperwork, they begin to chuckle and shudder. The twist-filled drama of the bold and the beautiful may be about to take a darker turn as hints emerge about a potential connection between Remy, Elektra's stalker, and Sheila Carter. Speculation about a shared genetic link or an unholy alliance raises the stakes for the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families, weaving Sheila's notorious history into an even more sinister plotline. Let's break down the possibilities and how this revelation could impact everyone involved. #### Remy's obsession with Elektra. Remy, who has been shadowing Elektra and making her life increasingly unnerving, appears to have a deep, unhinged fixation on the rising jewelry designer. While his motives are still unclear, there's something chillingly deliberate about his actions. Whether it's stalking her during late nights or leaving cryptic messages, Remy's behavior suggests a personal connection that Elektra may not even realize exists. If there's a genetic link between Remy and Sheila, it could explain his disturbing fixation. Sheila's manipulative and violent tendencies are legendary, and if her biological history includes offspring like Remy, it's not hard to imagine her malevolent traits being passed down. Perhaps Remy's interest in Elektra is part of a larger scheme orchestrated by Sheila, or worse, a reflection of his own warped inheritance. ### Sheila's connection to the chaos. Sheila Carter, known for wreaking havoc on the Forresters and Logans, has a knack for pulling strings from the shadows. If she and Remy share a genetic link, whether he's her long-lost son, a secret nephew, or even a protege, it could explain his sudden emergence in the lives of Forrester-connected individuals. Sheila's motives could be twofold, using Remy to get closer to Elektra as part of a revenge plan or leveraging his actions to create chaos within the family. Sheila's deep-seated resentment toward Brooke, Ridge, and Steffy could fuel her desire to destabilize the new generation, with Elektra as collateral damage. Remy's stalking behavior could also mask a larger agenda that only Sheila understands. ### The genetic link, a disturbing family tree. The possibility of Sheila and Remy sharing a genetic bond introduces several questions. Is Remy another one of Sheila's secret children, much like her son Finn? If so, does he know about his mother's infamous history, and is he acting on her orders, or his own twisted instincts? Alternatively, if Remy is unaware of his connection to Sheila, the revelation could be a shocking turning point for him and everyone involved. This development could also add a layer of tragedy to Finn's story. If Remy is revealed to be his half-brother, Finn may find himself torn between protecting his family from Remy's dangerous behavior and reconciling with the idea of another sibling tainted by Sheila's legacy. Steffy, already wary of Sheila's reach, would undoubtedly push for immediate action to neutralize the threat, creating tension in her marriage to Finn. Elektra's role in the mystery. Elektra, who has been struggling to navigate her newfound fame and growing influence at Forrester Creations, may be blindsided by this revelation. If Remy's obsession stems from a familial connection to Sheila, Elektra could find herself at the center of a deadly game she never asked to play. Her growing prominence within the Forrester orbit makes her a prime target for anyone looking to make a statement or extract revenge. As Elektra pieces together the clues, she may uncover shocking details about Remy's motivations and Sheila's potential involvement. This journey could also force her to rely on unexpected allies, like Will Spencer or even Finn, as she fights to protect herself and expose the truth. The fallout for Sheila. For Sheila, the revelation of a connection to Remy could either be a calculated move or a shocking exposure of one of her many secrets. If Sheila has been pulling the strings behind Remy's actions, it would reinforce her role as the ultimate puppet master. However, if Remy is an uncontrollable wild card, Sheila could face blowback for his behavior, potentially jeopardizing her tenuous relationships with Finn and others. Sheila's reaction to being linked to Remy, whether she embraces or distances herself from him, will also be telling. Will she claim him as her own and weaponize their bond, or will she seek to cover her tracks and deny any involvement? What happens next? The connection between Remy and Sheila promises to deepen the show's suspense and bring more layers to its central conflicts. Key questions remain. Will Elektra uncover the truth about Remy before it's too late? How will Finn and Steffy react if Remy's connection to Sheila is confirmed? Can Sheila use this new development to her advantage, or will it backfire spectacularly? Fans can expect explosive confrontations, shocking revelations, and dramatic twists as this storyline unfolds. With Sheila at the heart of the chaos, anything is possible, and no one is safe from her web of deceit. The drama surrounding Elektra Forrester's stalker takes an even wilder turn as rumors swirl that the mysterious figure may be tied to none other than the Spencer family. If true, this revelation could send shockwaves through the bold and the beautiful, intertwining Elektra's rising prominence at Forrester Creations with the complex and often contentious Spencer-Forrester dynamic. Let's dive into how this could play out and what it means for everyone involved. A Spencer stalker? The idea that Elektra's stalker is a secret member of the Spencer family raises several intriguing possibilities. Could the stalker be an illegitimate child of Bill Spencer, a half-sibling to Liam, Wyatt, or Will? Bill's past is littered with questionable relationships, and it wouldn't be far-fetched for another offspring to surface unexpectedly. If the stalker holds resentment toward Bill or the Spencer legacy, their obsession with Elektra could be a twisted way of making a statement against the powerful family. Alternatively, the stalker could be acting out of a misguided attempt to connect with the Spencers or gain their approval. This would make the situation even more dangerous, as their erratic behavior could escalate if they feel rejected or ignored. Elektra's connection to the Spencers. Elektra's rising star at Forrester Creations makes her a focal point in the fashion world and, by extension, a target for intrigue and rivalry. Her connection to the Forrester dynasty, coupled with her growing influence, might make her a symbolic figure to someone seeking revenge or validation. If the stalker is a Spencer, their fixation on Elektra could stem from a desire to infiltrate the Forrester family. The stalker might see Elektra as a way to gain leverage over Bill, Ridge, or the Forrester brand itself. Alternatively, they could view her as a stand-in for unresolved issues with the Spencer family, projecting their frustrations onto her. Bill Spencer's role. Bill Spencer, never one to shy away from confrontation, would undoubtedly find himself in the middle of this revelation. If the stalker is linked to him, Bill would have to confront his past and take responsibility for yet another familial complication. This could strain his relationships with his sons, especially Liam and Wyatt, who may resent Bill's actions leading to such chaos. Bill's protective instincts could also kick in, leading him to ally with the Forresters to shield Elektra from harm. However, his involvement could create tension, especially if Ridge or Steffi suspects Bill of having ulterior motives. #### The impact on Elektra. For Elektra, discovering that her stalker is a Spencer would be both shocking and terrifying. Not only would this deepen her personal crisis, but it would also force her to navigate the treacherous waters of Spencer-Forrester relations. Elektra might struggle to reconcile her growing success with the dangers it brings, questioning whether her newfound fame is worth the cost. The revelation could also push Elektra into the arms of unexpected allies. Could Will Spencer, the youngest of Bill's sons, play a role in supporting Elektra through this ordeal? Their bond might deepen as they work together to uncover the stalker's identity and motives. ###Finn, Steffi, and the Forrester family. The Forrester family would undoubtedly rally around Elektra, but the revelation of a Spencer connection could complicate matters. Steffi's already tense relationship with Bill and the Spencer clan could be reignited, especially if she feels they're somehow responsible for the danger Elektra faces. Finn, as always, would find himself trying to mediate, but his involvement could strain his marriage if Steffi feels he's too sympathetic toward the Spencers. ###. What's next? If Elektra's stalker is revealed to be a secret Spencer, the fallout could be immense. 1. For the Spencers, Bill would have to face the consequences of his past, while Liam, Wyatt, and Will might struggle to come to terms with their new siblings' actions. 2. For Elektra, she would have to navigate the emotional and physical toll of being stalked, all while dealing with the added pressure of her connection to the Forresters. 3. For the Forresters, this revelation could deepen their rivalry with the Spencers, leading to new conflicts and alliances. ###. The bigger picture. The idea of a Spencer connection adds layers of intrigue to Elektra's stalker storyline, creating opportunities for unexpected twists and high-stakes drama. Will the truth bring the Spencers and Forresters together, or will it deepen the divide between the families? One thing is certain, Elektra's journey is far from over, and the revelations ahead will change the game for everyone involved.